Hey everyone, today is July 3rd and let's just put that on there. I cheated again. I know, I'm such a cheater, and I started this page last night and I didn't film it, so sorry about that. I was using this color in my palette, which is the, what are you called? This is the Brilliant Gelb Nummer 2. So I don't know how you pronounce this word, but yeah, this is the color. This is by Shinhan. Holbein has a version of it, and the pigment is PO20 and PW6, and you can see you get this really lovely peachy color. Let's take a look and see if it says it's a semi-opaque color. Oh, it's marked as opaque, but I think, you know, you can water it down, which is probably true for every opaque watercolor. So they say it's an opaque color. I think it has a really special tone to it. Yeah, I painted a little bit this shape, and then I thought about the color scheme, and I thought I would want to actually pair it with gray. So I went with the gray in my palette, which I think, I want to say it's the Alvaro Castanet Caliente gray. I think that's what I included here. And I just think it's a nice combo. It's kind of like a modern combo, if you're familiar with, there are a lot of these botanical illustrations that have, like the foliage is in gray colors. And here I just dabbed a little bit of opera pink. It's a combo that I really like. You get these fun coral colors when you mix these two together. So, or these kind of pale pinks. So it's a pretty combo if, you know, you like these kind of colors. And now, honestly, I'm not sure what to do with this. Maybe I'll go in. I'm testing some new brushes, so maybe I should use them. I talk about them in kind of my chatty video, I don't know, monthly recap. I realized I just didn't have enough favorites that were different from May to make a whole monthly favorite video, so I just talk about some things that I'm working in and enjoying. And yeah, I got a few brushes, so I'm testing them. I don't know what I think about them. This one is the Raphaël, I guess it's just a round travel brush. I don't see a number on it. I'll try and link you to them. So this is a pretty color combo, I feel. And I really think these kind of, the soft peachy color with the gray, it's a really modern combination that lets both of the colors shine. I kind of would like to add maybe some pen lines or something, but I have to say I'm not super confident with those. So it's always the, yeah, I don't want to ruin it, but then on the other hand, what am I ruining here really? It's just kind of a sketch. I could just add some lines. This is the Derwent Graphite Tint Chestnut. And at this point, I just stopped talking, so I guess I'll be narrating from now on. I have to tell you, I'm recording this a few days later, and in the meantime, I've done, I think, 2 or 3 more pages. I'm still loving this. This is such an easy way for me to do this challenge, but I still feel like I'm learning a lot, and I'll show you some examples in the next videos. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I thought I needed some inspiration. And then I saw these gorgeous floral ephemera die cuts that Alyona Creates sent me very kindly. And I used it as inspiration to add some details with pen. And I actually did that on another page that you'll see in a couple of days. This turns out to be kind of the perfect project for trying new things in florals. I love florals. I paint them all the time. And yeah, this challenge just lends itself so well to all kinds of things. And I say this all the time about sketchbooks. The whole is larger than the sum of its parts. When you have a sketchbook full of I'm not even going to say pretty sketches, but just having it full, it's such an achievement, and it's just a joy to look through. And especially this one, because I have a lot of my other sketchbooks have a lot of pages that are just like nothing, just blobs of paint. And I'm not the kind of person that will go back. When I'm done with something, I'm done. So I am trying kind of moving forward. I still love painting in sketchbooks, but I definitely want my sketchbooks to be more intentional and kind of all the swatching and trying out stuff, like just putting paint on paper without any thought process. I try to do that just on scraps of paper or, the backside of a painting that I'm not too excited about. And then I just toss them once they are full of paint. So that has been working really well for me. And yeah, as I said, I just basically kind of copied one of the elements in that ephemera pack. You can see all of the florals in it, and also Alyona's face ephemera pack, which is lovely. You can see that in the dedicated video on my channel. I posted it last week. So I didn't film the entire process of, adding these lines. It's basically the same thing over and over, but it's nice. I don't know, sometimes for me, especially when I'm kind of starting something, like adding these elements with pen, I have to say, sometimes my imagination just doesn't serve me well. I really kind of get a blank mind. I find it so frustrating with so many, courses or books when they say, just let your imagination run free and paint like a million versions of this. And sometimes that works for me, but many times really I have no idea what to do. And I've been painting flowers for a long time, and I've been sketching for, years now. And still, many times I really need just that inspiration to get me started, or just get a better idea of what I like and how it would look. So kind of someone else did some of the heavy lifting already for me. And this is what happened here. And I really find that combination of super loose watercolors in almost an abstract way and those more fine detail pen work, I think that combination, the contrast is really, really appealing and beautiful. This brush that I'm using, I showed it in my, chat video, whatever I called that one. It was supposed to be a favorites video, but I just didn't have enough new favorites. So this brush is new and it's really nice. I really like it. It's very pretty. So if you like your art supplies to be pretty, which I do, I find that there's a charm to just working with, aesthetically pleasing supplies. And it also works well. I haven't used it for, a long time. It's just a small round brush. But if you're looking for a soft, small, pretty round brush for travel, then I'll add the link below and you can check it out. It has that beautiful handle in rose gold, which, how can you not like rose gold? So that's the brush I'm using. And yeah, I can't say this is my favorite. This is probably my least favorite page in the sketchbook so far, but I don't know, the flower somehow got away from me. But that's totally okay. This is really the place to take things too far, to try different things. And then when you're painting on a different piece of paper, you can kind of tone it down or take with you just the parts that you liked and leave out the parts that didn't work so well for you. So I'm trying also to add every day a date stamp, and then of course the color that I used. I should probably add also the manufacturer, but I can't be bothered. Maybe I'll do that. The stamping every letter is quite labor intensive. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just like fiddly little work, which I don't really enjoy. This is a good opportunity to mention that my giveaway is still open if you want a spot in my new class, which is all about intuitive painting. We'll be painting a lot of these kind of loose florals. It's a really in-depth class. I encourage you to watch the video where I talk about it and kind of explain a little bit more what's going on there. So enter the giveaway if you want to win a spot in the class. And the next color I chose, I think it's bright red, which is a color by Shinhan Pass. It's quite a unique color, but I think we'll talk about that more in that video. And yeah, that's it. Here I went in with some pastels. The one I used is the Neocolor 2 Caran Dash. Those are these waxy water-soluble pastels, and they are great. Really lovely. I enjoy pastels that are not very messy, which is why I really love the opacity of, like, you know, the soft kind of traditional oil pastels, but I can't, you know, you have to use fixative and they get everywhere, and it's just, yeah, for me, a lot of choosing my supplies, it's a combo between choosing supplies that do what I want them to do, but also that are not annoying for me to handle, because I'm just super messy as a person, and I need my supplies to help me out and not be so messy, because that's just not a match that works. That's why I love watercolors. They're so user-friendly, and, you know, I think they're probably the least messy. You don't need to squeeze out paint from tubes like you would with acrylics, at least not the way that I paint. I mostly paint from my palette here. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know in the comments if you're doing something for watercolor, World Watercolor Month. And there I'm adding some dots in white. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye bye.